There are some very disgusting and disturbing and depraved individuals who live in America. And this one right here that you see in the picture is definitely one of those people. And what's so sad about this situation is that this is not the first time something like this has occurred. And this isn't the first time I've talked about something like this on my channel. So this man's name is Earnest Lacour. He's out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And this guy was hit with 2 felony counts of knowingly spreading HIV to women. Like I said, this is something that I've talked about on my channel before. It is nothing new, unfortunately, but it is let's just put it this way. He deserves every ass whooping that he's going to receive and should receive for what he did, because he basically turned his body into a weapon. He turned his body into basically a biomedical, I'm not sure if that's the proper term, but he turned his body into a weapon, a killing machine, if you want to put it that way. The article I'm reading from is coming from KTUL.com, and it was posted October 28th, 2022. An Oklahoma City man has been charged with 3 felony counts of knowingly spreading HIV. Earnest Lacour was arrested on Thursday. Police said the first woman who contacted them about Lacour used social media to let people know that he was allegedly spreading HIV. Other women subsequently came forward. Police said they obtained Lacour's medical records from the Oklahoma State Department of Health and found out that he tested positive for the condition in August 2019 and was told of the test results. According to court documents, one of the women who tested positive for HIV went to see a doctor with Lacour. The woman told police she knew Lacour already knew he was HIV positive when she found out he was given HIV medications that day without having his blood tested. The 30-year-old Lacour is in the Oklahoma City County Jail with a $500,000 bond. If it was up to me, he would get no bond, but I guess they figure he's not going to scrounge up the 10% to bail himself out, or no one's going to get $50,000 from somewhere to bail him out of jail. And why should they? This guy knowingly has HIV and was going around sleeping with women and not telling them of his status. They said he got diagnosed back in 2019. So he's had it for let me make sure I get my math right. He had it for 3 years. And he was going around sleeping with women. And the thing is, look at how he looks on the screen. Women would find him, if they didn't know who he was or what was going on with him, they would find him appealing. So he probably told them a whole bunch of stuff to sleep with them. And that was his intent, was to sleep with them, have raw, unprotected sex, and spread the virus. And I've always said people who do stuff like this are psychos. They are psychos and sickos to use their body in that way. And y'all want to know why the HIV rate is so high in the black community and specifically amongst black women? There you go right there. There it is right there. A lot of the times it's not going to come from the person that you think it is. Now, I don't know how he contracted it because they don't go into detail about how he got it or who he got it from. Of course, the most common way is through sex, but there are other ways of getting it, like through bad blood or bad needles. Like say you're getting a tattoo and they don't clean their needles and you're reusing the needles from somebody else without cleaning them or switching them out. That's another way. But of course, the most common way is through sex. And it's not even necessarily that this guy could have been messing with another dude. He could have got it from another woman that got it from somebody else. That's why I say HIV is the gift that keeps on giving, and it's the gift that you don't want. I wouldn't even necessarily call it a gift, but the reason why I do is because we all know the HIV symbol is that red ribbon. Well, I think that's the AIDS one, but I mean, they're interchangeable. I don't know I think HIV does have a ribbon. They have so many ribbons, but hey, ribbons, gift, you see the correlation. Either way, this guy is grade A garbage. And he deserves every bit of a punishment that he can possibly receive. But that's why, ladies out there, y'all got to be careful about who you messing with. Don't go off of face value, literally. Don't go immediately off of looks, because you never know what this person's intentions really actually are out here. And see, he doesn't look like a person who has it. But then again, what does a person with HIV look like? Especially if they're taking their meds. Now, if they're not taking them, then, you know, it'll probably most likely take a toll on their body. And then it'll probably look like something is wrong with him. But he's probably a guy that's taking his meds and he looks healthy. But you would never know. And what's scary is, I believe in California, they passed some kind of a bill that said you don't have to tell your partner or whoever you're sleeping with what your status is. And that's some scary shit. So you could just go out there and sleep with whoever and you don't have to tell them about their status, and you can infect that person. And then on top of that, if they get it, then nothing will happen to the person who gave it to them. But then again, this is California we're talking about. I think it was one of them SB bills. And I forgot the guy's name. I definitely did a video about him a while ago. I think when I say a while ago, I'm talking about pre-Woobit. That's how long ago it was. But for those of you who live in California, know exactly what bill I'm talking about and who I'm talking about who came up with it. Was some PC man in the academy. Go figure. But yeah, all I can say is that to the ladies out here, and even the men, y'all have to be very careful and very selective about who you meeting up with, sleeping with, or meeting up with on these dating sites, especially because people aren't out here who they claim to be. It's a lot of fraudulent people out here that have some of the worst intentions for whoever they come in contact with, because something going on in their life. This guy's probably mad that he got this, and his way of getting back at people, not at the person he got it from, but at people who's completely innocent to what he's done or what he has, by passing it on to them. And that's exactly how the cycle keeps going.